So, like I said before, not different computer, different OS. We're gonna fix this. You can hear me out of one side. I believe fixing that with going over here and changing this to mono. I'm trying to remember mono again. I think it was that one. There it goes. I bet. All right. So no, I did not install this Linux. Where's my headset? I don't know. Even though there's nothing playing, it's still comfortable to have my headphones on. I'm just weird like that. All right, good. Headphones are on. So I am transferring folders from the. I screwed it up even more. You see, I was gonna create a there's so much there's so much wrong with this. Yep. Oh yeah, that's correct. All right, so yes, that's primary. Yes, apply. Yes, keep. All right, there you go. So as you can see, I have a secondary monitor on my right, and my main monitor is the ultra wide. Both of them were 1440p. All right. The only thing on my side monitor at the moment is just this. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this out to the side. Um, this is just a proof of concept to see some things. Don't need that at the moment. That's just me situating some folders from, as you can tell, from the old Linux Mint. Poor thing. It's only been like 2 months. And it's already dead. When you move over to Linux, get used to that. My good advice is there's really no need to buy very expensive storage drives. Although it's really good to have a solid state drive, you don't have to buy the brand newest thing. Your main opt your main operating system can be on something as small as 32 gigs, and your storage drive could be a terabyte and more. So you never have to buy these massively huge things, and so yeah. So like I have here, like I have multiple storage drives. Right now we are running off of a flash drive. This is what you would basically kind of call a live boot drive, although it's not a PC in itself. It's more of a test drive. This is a test drive which you'd use to run Linux, like to get a good feel of it first before installing. And it's also the thing you use to install. As you can see, the giant install button right there. Yeah. I know from my fellow friends who can't see things quite clearly. Why how do I do that? Ooh, dear Lord. By the gods, that is bright. I mean, not bright, but it's massive. Go ahead, keep. Ah, man, we need it. We need a much more sophisticated input for that. Yeah. Gosh, you just never give you one that's a straight 60. Yeah, so that's how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and record my downfall, my utter demise into. So when you download Linux, this majority of the stuff you start off with. It's very simple things. It's like you don't really need to fiddle with a lot of these. It's like you can. There's a lot of stuff on here. Really neat things. Not everything here is what you get off the bat. Like say I don't think pick starts off on here. Was that on there last time? I think that might be new compared to the old one I had. Updates. This is a cool thing too. You don't ever had to pay for Microsoft Office. You get this right away. This is all free. Open Office is free for I think basically almost every distro. You get it on practically every distro, except for certain distros, which is more bare bones. More bare bone distros are for like people who want to feel really, not really feel. They want to be in more control of what is on their system. They're kind of like the people who like, rather than going to yeah, okay. So here's the way. Rather than having to go to a dealership and buying a vehicle that has like heating seats, that has a Blu-ray player or Blu-ray receive and send transmission, has Wi-Fi, has a satellite. It probably has like some other dual bands for radio signals. Has motion sensors. It has multiple things that is in the vehicle. Yet you do not have access to it, nor can you turn them on. They are part of a subscription. Windows is like that. On one big thing for Windows that I really dislike is the Home Edition. I believe you're capped on your RAM at 16 gigs. Don't quote me. It could be 16 gigs or 32 gigs. But theoretically, you can use way more than that. Now you might be like, well, why would I need to use that if most of my applications are only like a gig or 100 megabytes? Some applications. When you're an artist and you're drawing, or you're a video editor and you're doing multiple tasks at hand, those multiple layers and the ability to do callback features. I'm not saying callback like Microsoft's new Copilot. I mean callback as in like the undo button. Like say, like for this document, for example, if I was to basically go blah and then go then I go back up here and say no, I don't want that. Then I go over here and what the hell is that? Oh, forgot to do that. And then I'd be like, yeah, I didn't like what I did there, so I just go and hit this. And okay, see where the hell's on my keyboard. I have a stealth keyboard. I can't see anything. No. So as you do, you're going back in history. So basically that callback. So, yeah. So, but in the essence of video formatting and digital artwork, which is much more massive because you're dealing with, depending on the compression, on how that program runs it, and you have to think of it this way. It's like you have like say one picture to you on a JPEG, although we're not doing JPEGs. It's more of a raw or uncompressed folder at the moment when you're in those programs. It's one picture, let's say 1,000 by 1,000. Let's just say it's 2 megabytes or 3 megabytes. And then you start making edits on it. You're not making edits on that picture. That picture is considered a background at that moment. Each edit you make, or a couple edits you make, it creates a transparent picture that goes on top of it, kind of like like film, like saran wrap. Like each time you do something else, it's like saran wrap gets wrapped over the original picture, and you're drawing on the saran wrap. And so every single time you make a new thing doing something else, more saran wrap gets tossed on top of that. So you got multiple layers, and then you can actually create things that are called layers. Well, let's just not call those layers now. Let's just call those transparent folders. And then so you put a folder on top of it and you name that a layer. Well, technically we call it a layer, but inside that folder you got more saran wrap now, but very specific saran wrap now. Not like special type, but more like what you want to draw. Like say you're drawing a scenery. The first saran wraps you lay down was just basically rough drafts. Some of them you'll just rip out that layer of saran wrap and be like, no, that was disgusting. The other one you'll put aside. The other one you'll make completely transparent to where it's invisible, but it's still there. So basically that's what callbacks are. It's just all those layers of history you're able to call back to. But that doesn't mean you're gonna keep them all there forever. Because some programs, they no, not some programs, but all of them have a limit to how far they can go. And certain programs, you can actually extend that limit and lower the limit. Wait, why am I talking about this? RAM. We got here because of RAM. All right, sidetracked. But yeah, so yeah, Linux is pretty cool. You have a full this. Let me cancel that out. So, although this video is not going to be the continuation video of how to install Logitech G13, which it basically is, it's actually just a process back behind the scenes of getting the new operating system installed, but not losing all of my folders of like half a terabyte worth of information. So I'm just moving over all my all my projects and artworks, which is the reason why you kept seeing me do this. Damn it. There goes. Yeah, so if you notice me going like that, then going over here and then switching a thing, then going back over here, then going back over here, and that's because I have a lot of artwork and a lot of projects going on, and I don't want to be that jackwagon who's like, I've seen some VTubers, they complain to the artists that they pay for commissions from, or they get models from, and the artist goes and turns around and basically streams that artwork to the public, and that VTuber does public releases, and it ruins the whole thing. The artist is giving away what the VTuber will look like before the VTuber even gets it. Even she doesn't know what the hell it looks like, and here she has to go and find it out by the stream. So I'm not going to be that jackwagon. You see, I have projects going on, multiple projects going on, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm a man of my word. So if you see me going like this and then back over here, that's to make sure there's nothing on screen that has people's names on it, or there's a project, or if there's a picture that's obviously you can see it, then I'll be like, dang it. Other times I'll actually have a password in it. I'd be so lazy, I actually do this instead. I'd just be like nah. I'll put URL links right here, or I'll put a password right there. That's not a password, that's just me randomly typing, because I can't see the keyboard. I have a stealth keyboard. But yeah, I'm one of those jackwagons who just goes, hi, here, there. What are you doing? Nope. You can't do that. You're not allowed to. You're on a diet. Mom made her fat. Do you ever have those parents who just like fills up the animal's dish, like just makes a mountain, just like cuts open the bag of food and just pours? Anyway, she's on a diet. She wants to live longer. She was so big. But yeah, don't save. Okay, so yeah, oh, that's another thing. How was I talking about? Oh yeah. The snap feature, the Windows snap. It takes a while to get used to if you're used to Windows. Let's use Firefox. This is actually a good example because I know people do this with Firefox. All right, so this is a fresh new Firefox, just barely open now. So there's like literally nothing here. So let's just say I grab my Firefox. I do this, and you have a project. So you have a project here. Although just don't really do this. Actually, I have a good example of that. Let me see. Is it called Flip Clip? Let's see. That's sad. All right. So, where does it go over here? Like yeah, like I said before. Well, that's where the hell does that go? Oh, okay. I got freaked out because that this is weird. Uh, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I was gonna explain something. So let's go over here. This is gonna be your friend over here. Basically like that thing. Oh, not you. Click the wrong thing. Yep. That out. Where is it? Oh yeah, we're gonna be making a lot of plugins for this tool. I don't see this. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this on the other side. Oh, stupid! I already have it open. All right, so yeah, let me just grab this. Get rid of that. It is true that not everything in the flat pack or snap pack are up to date with the current ones. Well, this one is, but not everything else. Everything else, you're gonna be behind. So do be alarmed by that. So just go ahead. You got reviews down here. You can check them out. I do believe there is a person in charge of these packs. Not saying that there's a person in charge of all of them. More like they're in charge of certain sections of this crap. You can go ahead and complain to that person to get that crap updated. If there's something on here that's not updated, and you go online and you find a version for your distro, it'll tell you what distro how to install those. Yeah. No point in installing any of these other things because I'm not. This is just a test OS. This is all gonna disappear once I log off. Nothing here is gonna be permanent. But yeah, I guess that's decent size. So like I said before, it's all layers. You go like that. I go like that. Ooh, hiccups. I hold my breath when I get hiccups. That way, it makes it go away. So anyway, so I was saying, doesn't work with everyone. So I think the first thing I was talking about before was the window itself. The window here. When it comes to the snaps, as you can see, it is barely snapping. It's not very. I'm guessing increase the intensity of the snap, but it's when you grab a tab out of it, it doesn't immediately turn it into another window. As you can see, it's just an icon until you let go, and now it's considered a window, and then you can snap. And yes, you do still have. Woo! Yep. Let me bring that over here now. Let me go ahead and bring that one over here. Let me see if it does two of them at once. That'll be amazing. Nope. Whoa, what the fuck? Well, this is just a test. What do you call it? A live thing. It's not actually installed yet, so there's gonna be some bugs here and there. Well, I say bugs because technically it's not a what do you call it? It's not an error in the code. It's more like it just doesn't have information intended for. Just say so. Yeah, theoretically a bug. So yeah, here's the layer I was talking about. The background and then your layer. So you can consider this layer as a big folder that just every single line you see in there. Oh, what the hell am I pointing at the screen for? You can't even see my hand. So every single line you see here is actually in the folder that we are drawing in. So you can grab that folder and just toss it over. Well, basically a layer. Yeah. And then within that layer, we can just go and basically, like I said before, where the hell's it at? Control Z. Z. Oh, we moved the layer around. That's right. Damn. Alright, and then, yeah, all that disappears. Removing all that saran wrap. So there's this understanding. Still waiting for this to get done. Because I was too dumb and I screw touch something. And did oopsie. When I was fiddling with this. No. So, if you're going to do what I did before and not screw up, this is a quick way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and not do that. No. Well, we're gonna you're gonna have to wait until we're done with this because I don't want anything being unmounted. But I do need to work a lot more. I need to get straight to that pin in artwork and start finishing stuff because I was making almost said fried bread. Making fried rice and I was watching. How was your name? I can probably find it if I type this in. Let's see. Can I find her? Of course, you don't see I'm not signed in, so. I'm now seeing the results of people who don't have a history on this YouTube. Because my search history and my homepage looks way different than this. And this is weird. What the hell? Why is it all a list? It's like it thinks I'm on a tablet or something. Ew. Much better. Okay, continuing on from where we left off in part 1. I did not stop the game. I just went hit pause, stopped the OBS. Yeah. That's basically this guy right there. The beautiful button. But in this case, I did hit this button which stops the recording, and I hit it again to start a new recording so I can splice the videos because I was too lazy to. I'm still too lazy to edit my videos. I am barely getting into it, as you can see. I actually got software for it now. Right there. That's a video editing software there. I was about to start doing a video edit, or at least attempt, with some old folders or old videos, and I opened up an old video that I was talking about the Logitech G13, and did I remember that I read a comment? Not that comment. A different comment. Hey, I got another subscriber again. I think in the previous videos I told people to unsubscribe, but anyway. So, let's see, which one was it? I think it was this one. Yeah, this is the one. Yep, right here. How did you get your... Basically, how are you using your Logitech G13? Because this guy right here, he misses his. He's on Linux now. And like him, my linuxmint, or my G13 was unused for that first month. I miss it. I use it a lot for Krita. I use it a lot for gaming. I use it a lot for my documents. I use it a lot for Excel. For people who use it for documents and Excel, I have a very, very heartbreaking thing to say to you. It's more difficult to make a micro at the moment. It's not click, grab, open up a folder, and just edit things. Or not really. I'm making it more complicated than it sounds. It's not like how Windows was, where they have a GUI that you can just basically navigate, select a preset folder, and it basically writes out everything else for you. All you need to do is add in what you want. Doesn't have that. You have to create what that program does, the hard style. And the binding keys, you can just bind one key at a time. If I look into it a little bit more, I'm pretty sure I can make some more keys at once, but at the time being, one key at a time. Yep. And those other remap keys, remap programs I was talking about, I'm gonna avoid those like the plague. They are useless to me. They will be useless to you. And those others who tell you to install, the hell it was they told me to install. They told me to install something else. Like, yeah, it supports it. It supports Logitech gaming stuff. And like, yeah, well, I want the Logitech G13. And one of them started talking to me and saying, why don't you just use the Logitech G15? It has that fancy screen on it. Well, Logitech G13 has that exact same screen on it. And why don't you get a full keyboard? I do have a full keyboard. It's a stealth keyboard. But I want my gamepad. Alright, let's see. Oh, I was arguing with someone. I forgot who. I forgot on what forum. These guys just... He was going all nerded out talking about older crap, and I don't give a shit about that. All I want is my gamepad to work. I'm not looking for a whole new fucking keyboard to replace my dad's professional 4 keyboard. I bought the damn thing. It's full metal body aluminum. It's sturdy. It's strong. Supposedly red tap keys are red MX cherry keys. Or was it brown? I think it was brown. I don't know. Which one? It's definitely not silent. That, and also I don't have any compression on my mic, so in case you're hearing everything, because I still haven't played any of the compression, because I believe all my other recordings had compression. This one does not. So you should still be hearing my AC unit, and I'm pretty sure that is extremely loud. I'm pretty sure you're actually hearing every single slap of my lips too. I apologize. I don't want to sound like some ASMR stuff. I am so sorry if it does seem like that. Let's go ahead and turn that on right now. That is cancerous right there. Okay. No. Not okay. properties. Right, it actually is more appealing. All right, yeah. Apparently, that doesn't do crap. There it is. Style remove. Don't need that crap. This is the one I need. Blah. Yep. Okay, there you go. Now you can't hear my lips anymore. I apologize. I deeply. That must have been like very cancerous. Oh, I'm gonna cringe watching this over again. Yeah, my nose is jacked up. Um, Unlike everyone else who got to cough after COVID, I'm the person who had to cough before COVID. I'm the person who had to cough since 2004. No, it's because my nose my nose effed up. I got head butted by a horse. Ever since then, I had mucus constantly going to the back of my throat my entire life. It's not as bad as you think it is. It just means you wake up in the morning with some dried boogers, and you just gotta blow them out when you take a hot, very hot, steamy shower, and you're good. During the day, you don't have to go. It's only at night when you start to relax that the congestion starts to become like extremely noticeable, and then that's when you start just going. Yeah, reminds me of my dad. But I pray to God I don't start doing that and just like, like God damn, it's a fucking like trying to hurl out a loogie. Now that I think about it, I think all dads have been doing that way before COVID. They're just built different. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna. I try not to be like him, man. I find myself doing stuff that he does. But there's one bright side to me is at least I don't have 100% personality. I'm a much more brighter personality. I believe, or am I just a spot on clone? Anyway, so get all depressed. All right, so as we're have to reinstall everything again, um, let's just go ahead and re-grab this. Although I would normally do this on Brave, we don't have Brave at the moment. And I just said that about Brave. It just hit me just now. Which one works better? I think it's this one that works better. Where's that at? There you are. Is Brave on here? Brave is on here. Okay, so I believe this is the correct way to install Brave. Well, I shouldn't say the word correct. This is the easier way. That's the lazy way to install Brave. Oh yeah, that's right. Like I said before, this is what do you call it? A All right, so there you go. I got Brave back. I love Brave. I hate those ads. All right, this for me, this magically just works better than everything else later. All right, there you go. Oh man, I love that screen. Although I'm not gonna have this one forever. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way because I know the other way I screwed up bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and push that off to the side. And go ahead, grab that. I really don't have to worry about All right, so like you said, blah 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 blah. Like I said before, you're gonna have to want to go over here. Where the hell is it at? It's not this one. I know that's for sure. But I'm just checking up on something. Okay, yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over to this one. It says stick. You want to go over here. You want to jack off with that one. I can go in here, and there is our evil menace. And for those of you who have a very small screen, probably a phone, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Is it helpful? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right. So here's our evil menace I was talking about before. And this is also why I installed Krita. Once I find it. It was graphical. I'm so stupid. The cool thing about Linux is it supports digital art tablets out of the box. And go ahead and go with new. I change that to 1,000. Because we really don't need all that information. This is practically all we need. Go ahead and get my art tablet. It supports a large number of art tablets out of the box. No need to install software like Windows. A lot of all of it is just plug and play. The beauty of Linux. I love it. I forgot how simple things are over here. Should have never left. I don't know why I left. I don't even play Forza that much anymore. When you're playing racing games, never buy any packs or accessories that makes your vehicle faster. Instead, buy all the packs that makes your vehicle much more handled efficiency. Increase your efficiency of handling, braking, turning. Because if you increase speed of driving, it's pushing you. You're advancing really quickly towards God mode. And once you get into God mode, like Forza gives you that ability immediately, it doesn't teach you how to handle it. So you're either going off the road or you're leaving everyone behind, and then the game gets boring. To fix that, don't ever don't buy a turbo pack or anything else. Oh yeah, I forgot. There it goes. Now it's just um you want that, but and then you want to switch over to one you're actually planning on using. There we go. There we go. All right. I don't ever use any of this stuff. This is all useless to me. I only use us like practically just that at the moment, and I don't have my G13 on anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and just grab that. I don't have my tool settings up here. This is useless. You don't really need that at all. Why I say it's useless? Because you have it on your tablet. It's on your mouse. It's right here. It's it's on your pen. If your artistic pen or your artistic tablet or your mouse, it has it. You don't need it taking up all that space. It's wasteful. So, like I was explaining before, um, yeah, go back over here to B. So this is 0. This is 1. This is 1. This is 0. We're going to call this one A. This one's also A. All right, so the axes for this one going this way and that way. What the hell? Oh, dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm stupid, all right? I'm stupid. It took me a moment there to realize. All right, let's just say this one's B. Yeah. Say this is axis A, that's axis B. Axes. And I can't pronounce stuff. I have a withdrawal. All right. So 1, 0, 0, 1. So how this is written is, yeah. So you have, let's just start capitalize B as a starting point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is B. So it's B, capitalize A, lowercase b, lowercase a. Basically, essentially, what it's saying is it's kind of like a and or not. So when it comes to and, anything written in scripts with the word and, it means everything must be activated or true in order for a function to work. Or some shit like that. I forget there's another way of phrasing it. But basically it's like saying if there is, say like there's three light bulbs and there's a gate. The gate will only open if all three light bulbs are on. It's the same premise here, but there was only two light bulbs and you deal with. And the light bulbs will only work if you're within two boundaries. So for up right here is 0.1. Well, actually, basically 0, which means you're on the very border right here of 0. And so say B, so B going either way, this way or that way, is 0. So, of course, let me just go over here and type filler with back color. And I grab this. I change it to that color. I don't know why I put back color. I should just foreground color, yeah. Get rid of that. Create another layer. So essentially it's telling us 0, so all the way from the left to, so basically capitalize B, lowercase b, so the full range, everything from 0 to 1. So all the way from that side to this side, that's all one zone. And it's from 0.1 to 0.3. So I should have done this too as well. One moment. One of these is gonna have to be dark. I'm gonna have to go like this. For sure, not gonna get it correctly. So look all funky. Oh, I forgot. Undo. Uh, do not fill. All right, let's do this again. There you go. I'm trying to remember. Do you have this one? No, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't. You gotta do this instead, and then like that. Trying to make this as simple as possible to understand. That way I'm not being confusing. But I practically probably am being confusing. Alright, so go ahead, erase. We're now on large. Get rid of that. Go over here. Since practically showed you guys where those are, I'm gonna go ahead and do this too. I am going to turn it off. Like I said right here, that, see, it's right there. I forgot how to turn eraser off. And I still haven't brought my brush up here. Alright, so red. So this would be, I said red. It's gonna be a darker hue of red at higher pixels. So 1, 2. Basically, everything here is point of whatever behind. Nothing's actually a full number 1 besides it breaching past here as a 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Number always starts off with 0, goes up to 1. Oh! Let's see how these things work is I know what I did wrong. Alright, so you're not looking at the you're looking at this. The lines themselves. That line, if you touch that, that's a zero. That's a 0. You touch this line, that's a 1. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, in that case, then 4 should be fine. 4 and 6. 5 is dead center. You never don't ever click anything as 5 then. In this case, don't ever touch 5. So like again here for the other axis, that's 0. This is 5. Well, 0.5 theoretically. 1. So I got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so there you go. That's how that thing works. Never do 5. So basically, for this first one, is a 0 to 1. Now we're going back over here. We're gonna go up to this very bright color over here. Go over here, hit that, hit that, hit that. So we're gonna do exactly what they say. So 0.1 to 0.3, and so everything in this section is true, as long as the joysticks, you can say that little dot, basically the sensor for it. As long as it's hits this bar, then the up key is activated. Same goes with down. Down key. Of course, you got zero, or yeah, 0 to 1, but it's 7 to 9. Once it's in this section, the down key is activated. Left to right. So 0 to 2. Oh man, that is far over there. Why way over there? Because that means the joystick has to go way over here. Yeah, see, that's why I changed it on the one I have. I told you guys to copy, like copy my style, because that's far. And the right key, 8 to 1. But here's the weird one. Wait, oh, stupid. I was looking for too far down. So 8 to 1, 0 to 1. So if we look at it that way, it's 8 to 1, 0 to 1. So there you go. So that's right here is up, right here is down, right here is right here is left. That's actually how you see it. And then we have the cursed keys that everyone's running into when they actually do manage to get this to work. Is 0 to 1, 1 to yeah. So basically, so when people are trying to run forward, a joystick gets pushed forward. It goes through. Your character's running forward, but like everyone else, we throw our joysticks full forward. So it's no longer this key because, as you can see, there's a gap right here. So now it's just this key activated. So your character stops immediately. So you have to like hover your joystick forward a bit. We don't want that. We don't want any of that. It's this crud right here that people's complaining about. We don't want that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change to 4 to 6, and now I'm gonna put my test. Now I'm gonna put my tablet away. Put the pen away. Tablet away. Bring the keyboard back in front of me again. Grab this. So you got a live demonstration of what it looks like. So this looks confusing at first. Now it should make sense. All right, so B, that's fine. Lowercase b, that's fine. Everywhere from 0 to 1, that's your activation zone. Theoretically, you can't actually touch this corner with your joystick as your ball actually just. Let me do this. And go like this. So now this looks familiar now. So as you push the key forward, you're now walking forward. But when you push your key all the way your joystick all the way forward, it's no longer walking forward. You're now hitting page up. And for some games, that's like a completely different menu or an option or something else. And your character stops dead, and then you go down, same thing. But when you go left or right, your character works just fine. But I think you'll start to realize you have to make your joystick go way over here before it even activates. We want it to be right here. But if your joystick is leaning or dropping, um, I recommend using 3 or 7 if your joystick is really jacked up and is having drift. So 3 or 7 for joystick's drift. If it's having heavy drift, use 2 and 8. You cannot change this later. Well, actually, you can. Yeah, actually, theoretically, you can. What the hell? Uh, yeah. Anyway, I just had a mind blast here for a moment. For people who want to do change this stuff for later and you want to keep it, what you can do is you can keep this here, just repurpose it. So what I mean by that is, I mean like you can keep up, but just put 2 right there, and you can change that key to basically be like I was talking about before. If your drift is terrible, you can copy everything that's up here. So theoretically, we don't want dang we want a 0. Well, I have my joystick's perfectly beautifully fine, so I can go up to 4. What the hell am I doing? It's the opposite way. There you go. All right, so that is cutting it like extremely close. Yeah, I have a 0 drift, but there could be a chance that some joysticks manufacturers they build their joysticks objected to where their joystick is like that, straight out of the box. It's stiff, but it returns here. Now, this registry isn't until it touches the line, not the box, not being inside the box. No, it's the line. So it's activating that light. So I don't know exactly how tiny the ball is, just the sensor for basing, but just because this ball is barely touching the line doesn't mean it's activated. It has to be the dead center of this ball is where the activation is at. I'm not saying like it's barely. No, no, it has to be like way here. Then 6 is activated. Well, I'm not saying this ball. Basically, the sensor, because the threshold for joysticks is like, what was it, 32,650 something. There's that. Every joystick has that many, both left and right. And if you want to be like you want to count the whole thing as not left or right, basically it's kind of positive negative. I think it was like 68 or some crap like that. If I look online, it'll tell you, but basically your joystick can read all that information. Now the human body can't do that precision unless you like really are a heavy gamer and you actually create muscle memory for that crap. But the average Joe, no. So we're just gonna stick with that. So theoretically, you can create a drift profile, kind of like a backup. So basically, just copying everything up here, but putting it down here. So for this one, instead of putting 4, you'd put 3. So this will be another, basically another profile or up, but you just won't be what do you call it, activating this. To activate it, what I'm talking about is like making a binding key. Then it'll say binding key on this side, and then you bind it to wherever the hell you want. No, actually, no. Typing these down. No, I'm confusing everyone. Don't do any of this. Don't do any of this. In the future, I'll fiddle with this on my own. Don't do anything right here. Just stick with the 4. I just remembered this. That's to be quite a task on hand. Don't do any of that. So just actually, I'll just stick with 7. Yeah, let's go ahead and stick with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do with that. Not that. I'm gonna go ahead and do it to 7, 7 and 3. Because I did pretty good already as is. So yeah, 7 and 3 is not that bad. Left. Yeah. So yeah, everything from 7 to 1. So basically, I just made my red here. Oh shoot, I did that whole thing. Well, theoretically, yeah, I can get rid of all that. Go in here. Uh, See, this is why I like the other one better. This one's better. I don't care for the other ones. Essentially, what I'm doing here is just basically I'm making my key read that. By doing that 0 to 3. Or so 3. No, 7. 7 to 1. 7 to 1. Yeah, so that's my down. What the hell? Oh, down's over here. So that's, yeah, okay. So 7 to 1 is down. Left is that side, so it's 0 to 3. So it's that section there. Everything at the 3 border to 0. And down 7 to 1, or 7, but I'm filling up that gap now. So should look at that. And up 0. So right here. So right here. This 0 to 3. So 0 to 3. So this represents this right there. Boom, you're done. Once you're done doing that, copy what you see here, the editing of it, into that, and you should be good. Now let me do double take checks in here. Okay. And to make sure everything in here went splendidly well. So yeah, as you can see, it's the x-axis, x-axis, y-axis, y-axis. But rather than saying x or y, I just said A and B. But yeah, it tells you, it actually shows you right there actually. But I guess drawing it out for you is a better understanding as to what I just did. Go ahead, save that. You want to save this? I guess. I guess not. All right, so it appears that I believe my folder, transfer folder, is complete. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check up on that, make sure all my work has been moved over. I'm trying to remember which one that was. I believe that's this one. Don't care for that. My main concern is these ones. Where did I drop it off at? Oh yeah, 4 terabytes. That's the old Linux. Don't care for that. What I care about is that. Okay. All right. It's a promo over here. Oh, thank God they're all here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. Work in progress. All right. Now is the other one. Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm just I'm just looking at my old my not my old, what's okay. I really need that one actually. I don't think there's anything. Oh, my videos. Okay. Yes, they're all here. All right. Cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here, and once I move over to the next, once I get the other OS installed, I'll have to reinstall OBS and reinstall Brave, reinstall a couple other stuff because I'm gonna be starting fresh from everything else. So let me go ahead and start this video, transfer it over to the older photo, and once I get the other OS up and running and I get Brave back up and running, by the time you're watching this video, I'm probably already working on the installation video for this. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Goodbye.